Fernando Tatis Jr. back. Now that's not going to happen. 80-game suspension, PED violation. Clostebol is the PED in question. It's on the list. He said he was taking it for, or using it for a ringworm irritation on his skin. He will not appeal. If you were sitting, Pedro, with Fernando Tatis Jr. face-to-face right here, your message to him is?
You have no excuses. I'm extremely disappointed at you because you know how to read, you know the program, you know the protocol, you know what to do, you know how to read in English, you know how to read in Spanish, you're educated, you have a big league father that knows the protocol, you have all the reasons in the world to be blamed for what's happening to you. Now, since you were a young teenager, you have been a little bit of a kind of cocky, kind of teenager. You don't want to listen much to dad. You don't want to listen much to mom. You don't want to listen much to the guys advising you, even though you're rich in abilities, even though you're that human freak out there, that excellent athlete that you are. Sometimes it's going to cost you if you don't listen. And sometimes it takes for people like him to stumble a little bit to then understand what they need to do. And this is a prime example. For Fernando Tatis, I'm not going to make excuses. I'm not going to say that is not a fault when I know he knew what to do. The fact that he, probably from a medical perspective, knew what he was doing and knew what kind of consequences it would probably bring back to him, I'm going to have to give him a pass on that one. Because he's young, and like we say, young and dumb. I'm not calling him dumb. I'm just saying young and dumb because of the age, because of the kind of process that he has going on right now with him. Superstar. Well, should have taken 1% of what they do, and they have all 30 academies in the Dominican Republic. And they don't do enough to educate those kids about medications, trainers, what they need to do, who they run to. We have a Players Alliance here, and you can explain a little bit later what the Players Alliance does for most of the players here in the United States. But we don't have that in the Dominican. We don't have any ambassador in the Dominican Republic telling those players what to do unless you do it willingly, like I sometimes do, go out of my way to go teach those kids and tell them what not to do. But Major League Baseball doesn't do enough to go and educate those kids before they get to the States, before they get to the medications, before they get to the trainers. And that's where I'm a little bit bothered by. Okay. And Fernando Tatis has no excuses because he knew better.
But however, one thing, though, and I want everyone to know this, you can Google the joint drug agreement. It's in English. It's in Spanish. It's available worldwide. Just go on your phone, type in Major League Baseball joint drug agreement. It has all the rules and regulations on there. So before, when we were playing and it was just being introduced, there were a lot of excuses. Hey, I don't know. I don't know who to go to. But a lot of these individuals have someone like Jimmy, have someone like Pedro. And if they don't, the people representing them, it's their responsibility to at least have this available for them to know. And keep in mind, Ernie, you said something at the start of this segment. He is not going to appeal. Every player has the right to appeal the suspension. You are informed that you've tested positive, and then you choose to appeal it or you choose not to. He said, and I quote, I'm accepting this. So I don't know what the reason why he's choosing to accept it and why he's choosing
he understands the protocol. It's simple.
Right. But
and that's why I'm not making excuses for him.
He knows he made a mistake.
But some of those kids don't have computers. They don't know how to get and Google the MLB app where the drugs are, where everything is harming to them.
Well, you sound like the perfect leader for the Dominican Alliance.